Hi there, everybody. So today our sermon reflection is on one of my favorite verses in all the Bible, Romans chapter 8, verse 1. There is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Now, what sin comes to mind as we think about that verse? Let's highlight the word condemned. When you sin, Satan loves to condemn you as though you're a condemned building waiting to be knocked down, or a condemned tree waiting to be destroyed because you're dead and rotting, a condemned piece of beef or a bunch of ice cream because there's bacteria and harmful things inside. And honestly, he's right. Any sin we have done does condemn us before God. The part that's the lie is when he tells us, just because you have sinned and are condemned, that's how God always is going to see you and there's no other option. The truth is that we have sinned, we are beggars before God, but God went on a rescue mission to give us no condemnation status. And that is where we see Christ and his forgiveness being so precious to us. Because not only did God not see you like a condemned building or a condemned tree, or like a condemned piece of beef or gallon of ice cream, he said, I want to transfer your condemnation to myself. Everything you have done to sin that I condemn in my holiness forever, I'll take it. You see, it's true to say Jesus took away our sin, but it's perhaps even more precise to say Jesus transferred all of our sin to himself. It's not like he took it away and then it went out into the garbage and who knows where it went. He transferred it all to himself and paid for it in full. So that rightly we can say, there is now, today, this minute, no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. One new attitude that comes as we think about that is that we are no longer blaming others for our sin or trying to make excuses for it or compare ourselves to others or even under lockdown as though we have no other option, being trampled by Satan again and again and again as we replay the details of our yuckiness. We live in the truth, we own our sin, but then we also own that we transferred it to Jesus by his grace. His forgiveness was transferred back to us in full. The no condemnation status he earned, he gave it to us. And so there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. We don't have to wait another minute for it. And that not only impacts our view of ourselves when we say, this message of forgiveness in Christ isn't just for everybody else. It isn't just for churchy people or role model type people in the world. It's for me because his forgiveness applies to me. It also changes the way that we view other people. So when other people sin, and it's real and it hurts, instead of condemning them as though there's no other option, we say, if not but for the grace of God, that could be me. And we see them not as condemned sinners having no other choice but to go down to the pit of hell one day, but we see them as beggars before God, people in need of his grace, people desperate to hear about the transfer that resonates so deeply within. There is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Enjoy that. Share that.